NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, son. 96. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, switch gears. Watch the safety creep. Check. Back, lady.
They'll run on first down. Burgess, he'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 8, read. Hey, lock it. Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Look at me.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 30.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. Hey, Echo. It's me and you. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here we go, D. Here, lady. Here I come again.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Hey, box drop.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. 58, come on. Hey. Let's go.
Off play action. Grant. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Now! Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Grant, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now it's Darnold. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 33.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Darnold on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Grant, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set up. 60 outlaw. Yo, go. Hey, Charlie.
Check. 3 down. 58's the money.
Get it.
2nd and 13. He finds his target, Beckham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one.
Break.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's out of time. It's out.
Hard. Check. And
Check out.
Brickstone, travel.
Watch twist.
Go. Big rip.
On 3rd and 2. Grant. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Kill. Check nickel. Slam. And 80.
Check 49.
Now again, right side. It's Burgess. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Kill.
Leo. Yes. Ready?
Off the play fake. Grant. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Grant throwing left side. It's complete. 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Colby Listenby, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The point after is good, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. A first down throw, Darnold. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Hey, Oregon.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, get away. 56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. Young lady. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun. Grant, complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Yep. Bravo.
To throw on third down. Grant. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
To throw on second down. Grant under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Yo, go.
Hey, let's go.
Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Grant, it's Kelsey on the ground. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off of play action, Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold, that is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
52. Yep. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. And 80. Creeping.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Oh, this is blocked. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
They don't run. They don't run.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check.
Go.
On second down, Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On first down, Burgess. He finds an opening past the 40. Nice stiff arm. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey, Delta.
That's got to be a long day. March 50, March 50, March 50. Guys, it's game.
From the gun, Grant. He'll check this one down to Michelle. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Hey.
I got you.
Hey, Echo.
Hey. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun, Grant. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Raiders' 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Deuce.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 6.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or.
Defense, let's go.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hey!
58 to Mike. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Let's go, snap.
From the gun, Grant. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You must be dreaming.
Sponge, no.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
57. I'm coming after you. 57's the mic. 50.
Back to throw. Grant. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yep. Don't get nervous. 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
On 4th down. Grant over the middle, complete. It's Webb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Grant, and nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Recon, 132 fighter.
58, the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
Go.
58, right over there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Grant, he's going to let this, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard. And it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Burgess. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Burgess. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down. It's Burgess. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Motion. My 52. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burgess. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. On 3rd down, it's Burgess. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come up in an offset eye. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now it's Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the ready.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have time here, partner, for just 1 final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Oakland, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.